Last sort of question, if you can call it a question, it's just generally about Rex and myself, and we have answered these in varieties of ways over time on drives, but it's a question that still comes through from various people over time, so we thought we'll mention it tonight. It's basically just our guiding background. How did we get into guiding, specifically from a career point of view, but also more just in general? In other words, why are we sitting around a fire waving away the smoke sometimes, and why do we enjoy sitting in a buffalo herd even if you're covered in flies, and it's a magic moment for us? So just a little bit of background, Rexon. I know bits and pieces, but it'd be interesting just to get a sort of a summary. How did you end up sitting here?
Yeah, really, that's very interesting. I mean, for our audience, it's amazing how I ended up here. You know, I grew up in these surroundings, in rural areas where my father or my parents, both of them, even my grandfathers, they were farmers. You know, for myself to track and know all these skills, it started from goats, you know, taking care of goats. Certainly because of the boys, you know, very inquisitive on playing footballs and so on, you eventually lose the head of goats, so you have to track it wherever they be, you know. And you know that
otherwise you have to eat that plant when you get back.
Yes, you know, if you don't bring the head of goat back home, you know, you won't get food. You can't have even a shelter to go and sleep for the night. You have to go out and sleep to the bush. If it's winter like this, it's cold. It was a punishment by that time. They won't sponsor you. They won't do anything. So it's how actually I ended knowing much about trekking. After that, when I grew up, I have a promotion to go and look after the head of the cattle. It happens.
You start with goats, sir?
Start with goats,
yeah. So you don't start cattle when you're young?
No. Start from the goat, you know. And you know how to know, you know, because goat is so easy. You can hold it and milk it so easy. When you grow up, they'll put you on a level that know that if you like from 10 to 12 years, 15 years, you will be capable to take care of cattle, because you can able to know. Some of the cattle are not relaxed. You have to make your own plan. How can you really milk them, you know, and you have to teach them. They're used to you. All of that is how actually I learned all my skills. And I started working down from south. I mean, Londolozi is where I've been trained.
But basically, Rexon, so you go from goats to cattle,
yes.
Then you can start tracking lions.
You can track lions, buffalo, and so on. And after that, between the age of taking cattle, because you have to be in groups with warriors. What you do, you group all together with boys the same age. You start to hunt for your own survival. Because once you live at home, they will never ever give you food. You have to survive out in the world and come back home. You must make sure you really take care of yourself, because your parents won't really give you that much. You know, you have to stay strong, and the way is how they train boys from the community level. So, yeah, you track lion. If it happens sometimes, Peter, if you're taking care of goat, certain lion comes or leopard kill one of a cow or so on like that. What you do, you have to make sure you set up your own trap, to kill that. If not, you have to have spear by that time. But it's a lot more strong. So after that, movements around the don't have, you must back. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt that way, but I don't know if you can hear us, then if you can't hear us. Okay.
It's taking a lot. Yeah, but it's fine. Really, yeah, it's how I ended to be like a trekking, guiding position. Worked very hard from while I was still young. I started working down south. Become a trekking. Become a guide. Sitting around the fire here. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was my school. I never attended school. I mean, like gray or diploma. My diploma just was out into the bush, and my university is the bush here, working around the area. Practically, I know all of this. And this is something that you taught. It's a long story to mention that you have to be elders around the community. It's how I ended here, Peter.
Yeah, and just out of interest, do you, I mean, I know you're very involved with the community and so on outside, but do you still sometimes teach some of the younger boys and things a little bit about tracking in the bush and so on? Do they come and ask you questions and you tell them some stories?
Yeah, that will happen. As you know that we have built a school, we have seen it. That kind of thing is going to happen soon. Yeah, I have a lot of them that come. I mean, sometimes we spend the time like in Sunday, so this, like today, if I'm around the community, I always with the boys, maybe 20, 25 boys, we chat. We really, I mean, I really guide them.
Yeah.
You know, even boys, they know me well from the community, said, why don't you study guidance? Then you have to teach people. I said, no, this is how actually things have to be happen. I also gifted in nature. It's in my nature. You know, I like boys. I like everyone to come together. As you know, the school that I'm building, it will be more about people, HIV, AIDS, children that might be,
Interesting also to know that you know, young people are still interested in going into the bush. There's so many places all over. People are less and less interested in the outdoors and cities are coming to the cities. So it's nice to know that there are young people that want to sit around the fire one day.
yeah, still.
Good. Well, a little bit of the sound here. I think in some ways maybe I didn't have a similar background to Rexon, but in some ways also quite similar. I grew up obviously in Namibia, as many of you might know, and but essentially just Namibia's got the great advantage of being a very large country.
Thanks again. It looked like we're having a problem with audio, but everything is working. Like as you can hear, all this having interference. And thank you very much for everyone that sent us questions. We're looking forward in future if we sit around the fire for more questions to come. Peter, it's a very good time around the fire.
Thanks, Rex.
Also, Marco.
I'm gonna say goodbye from here so people can hear me.
Yeah.
Because this one isn't working. But we'll do more of this, and in future we'll talk more. See you in the morning for the drive. Bye bye.
Thank you so much.